Okay, so let's just get started. Today I'm going to be using a new palette that I've never used before. This is by Makeup Revolution. This is the Flawless Matte palette, and I picked this up at Ulta not too long ago. I think it's in one of my previous videos where I kind of opened it up and showed you guys what it was like. I said initially that I really didn't care to keep this palette because it had a lot of the same types of colors in it, but I still want to use it and try it out and see how the shadows blend and see how they, what the formulation is, see how it lasts throughout the day, that kind of thing. So I am going to go ahead and use this palette today. If I end up not liking it or not wanting to hang on to it, then I'll just pass it on to one of my friends or my daughters or something like that. So anyway, this, like I said, is the Flawless Matte palette. There are 32 eyeshadows in this palette, and they're all appear to be neutral matte colors. It looks like it's a cool palette. So I'm going to open it up, and there might be a couple of warm tones in here, but not many. So I'm just going to open this up and get it ready. I still have to do my primer, foundation, all that kind of stuff. But I thought I'd do things a little differently today. I thought I would do my eyes first with the eyeshadow, then do my primer and foundation and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. I do need to prime my eyes, however, in order to do my shadow. And for primer on my eyes, I'm going to be using this Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair Neutral. Adjust my mirror. And I don't know if you guys, if the camera's picking this up, but I have little specks of glitter all over my face, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know. You know what? I bet I do know where it came from too. I was thinking there's no telling where I picked up that glitter from, because there's like glitter all over my room. But yeah, I think I know the culprit is this right here. It does come off, so yeah, I think that's the guilty. Now my hands are covered in it again. Yep, that's the guilty culprit right there. So anyway, let me just go ahead and prime my eyes real quick. And you don't want to use too much of this Shape Tape. A little bit goes a long way. So I just kind of put some on my lid right here and then blend it up and out. Just going to be using a Real Techniques beauty sponge. Okay, once you have that blended on there, you can come back with a setting powder and set the concealer on your eyes, or you can use a shade of the eyeshadow to do that as well. Let me take a look at this shadow and just see. Oh yeah, there's plenty of shades in here that I can use to set the primer. Just going to be using a fluffy Morphe brush, and I'm going to pick up the third color on the top row right here. That color is named Pearl. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of Pearl. I'm just going to apply it all over the lid. To set the concealer. And once you've done that, then you can move on and start applying the shadow. So let's do that. I'm not sure what colors I want to use today. I'm thinking I'm going to stay more to this side of the palette. Maybe grab a couple of these for the outer V. We'll just see. Just going to pick up some color and go with it, okay? Okay, so I'm going to be using the color called Soft. Oh, this one right here. And I'm putting this right in the crease area and blending up. So far, it's blending out quite nicely. And I'm not going to worry about getting it past the line where I want it, because I can clean that outer edge up, sharpen it up whenever I put my foundation and concealer on. So, not going to worry about that too much right now. And once you feel like you have it blended out enough, then you can move on to the next color. And I think I've just about got it. So we're going to move on. Using the same brush, I'm going to pick up a color that's just a little bit lighter. So we're going to go with the next color right here. It's just a little bit lighter than that one, and it is called Antique. And we're going to apply it right above that crease. So pretty. I actually like these colors. Okay, so now I'm going to grab another brush. It's just a little smaller than the last brush I was using, and it's tapered. And I'm going to be picking up the next shade, which is just a little lighter than the last, right here. And that color is called Cool. And again, I'm applying it right here. I'm going to apply it right here, right above the crease, just under the brow bone, just to create a more blended look and give that eye some depth. I have hooded eyes, so it's just better to build up that area and blend it out really well to make it appear deeper. Okay. Now it's time to work on the outer V. So I want to use a darker color now. And so I think I'm going to go in with this color right here. And it is called Earth. We're going to go in with the color Earth. And I'm going to use just a slightly smaller tapered brush. If I can find it. Okay, so we're just going to be using this one. I'm going to start on that outer V and work inwards. And I'm going to try to blend it under the lash line, on the bottom lash line as well. Just really deepen up that outer V. Okay. Not too thrilled with that final color, or that last color that I just put on. It's just not, I don't know, just not too ecstatic about that one. Yeah, I was probably right in my initial take on this palette. It's just, these colors, they're so close together that they muddy each other up. And that last one I put on, I think it really muddied up my eyes. I don't like that at all. It was looking really nice until I added that color. So we're going to see if we can salvage this look. And then there's fallout everywhere. This palette is very messy. This is not one of my better palettes. And I probably will be giving it away. I don't know. I'm just a little bit more picky about my shadows, I guess. Okay, so we're going to try to salvage this look, and we're going to try to use this Jaclyn Hill palette and see if we can bring this look to life, so to speak. So I'm just going to take a fluffy Morphe brush. This is my E18. And I'm just going to go into this outer corner and try to deepen up just a little bit more. And I'm going to be using, I don't have my card with me for this palette. It's across the room, so I will just show you the color that I'm going to be using to darken up this look a little bit. I'm going to be using this color right here. Still looks a little muddy in that corner to me, but maybe some black will help that. I don't know. Okay, so now we need to take care of the lid, and for that I am going to be using a new eyeshadow that I just picked up. I've tried a couple of these before from Wet n Wild, but this is the gold. I have the silver, but I've never tried the gold, and the silver is like a powder. The gold is more like a cream. It has a creamy consistency, so I'm not sure how this is going to play out. Now I did swatch this just to try it and see if it would dry down on my hand, and it did not, so I may end up with glitter all over my face. But I'm hoping if I use some of my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, it will kind of help keep it in place. Just doesn't look like it's wanting to pack on this eye as well. Well, you guys, the more you try to pack it, the more that comes off in that one spot. So this is not one of my most favorite eyeshadows. Now I have glitter all over I look like a hot mess, y'all. Okay. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. Alright, so I guess... Well, okay, so that didn't work out too well. So now I'm going to just use my tried and true palette that I know works and does not cause all those issues. But I do now have glitter literally from head to toe pretty much, because yeah, it sprinkled down onto my décolleté and my cleavage, and my arms have it. Just I have got glitter everywhere. I don't know if the camera is picking all this glitter up that's on my face, but it's bad. But we're going to cover it with foundation and hopefully do a better job on the eyeshadow. There is still quite a bit of glitter going on, but we're gonna just make the best of it, okay? So we will be doing the eyes first still. So I'm gonna reprime with the Tarte Shape Tape. Okay. The only thing I really don't like about this palette, honestly, is that there are too many choices. When I open it, I kind of feel overwhelmed a little bit, and I'm like, because I know in my mind what I want to do, and then when I open the palette, I see so many other things that I can do with it, and I'm just feeling overwhelmed sometimes. But today I think we're going to keep with the theme of browns and beiges, maybe mix in some rust colors or something, I don't know, but we're just going to go with it and see what we can come up with. So I'm just going to grab a tapered Morphe brush, and we're going to go in with a very light color to start with. So I'm going to be using this one right here. Okay, next we are going to pick up a little bit of this color right here. Okay, so I guess to salvage this look and make it pop, I am going to go ahead and use a very dark color on the outer V and smoke it out. We're just going to go with a very smoked out nighttime look because, yeah, because I want to. How about that? Because honestly, I'm just at a loss for what to do with these eyes today, you guys. Do you ever get that way? Do you ever just have like a mind block? It's like creative block, you know? I've heard people talk about writer's block. I've experienced that before as well. But a makeup block, really? It's like, I don't know, I'm just... you know, I think it has something to do with this hurricane and all the things that I've just gone through in the last few weeks. It's just been overwhelming, to say the least, and I just really can't wrap my head around makeup right now, you guys. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna try. We're really gonna try to salvage this look and pull it together, you know. I've got to pull it together because yeah, I just really need to do that. Alright. So we are going to go with... First, we're just going to go with the simple chocolate brown. This one right here. Okay, so what I've done is I just blended out the outer V with a dark chocolate brown, and then I came back in with a black. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit on the outer edges, and now I'm going to do my primer, my foundation, and eyebrows, and just finish up this look. This really was a hit or a miss kind of eye look, you guys. I was really going to go for a cut crease, and I was going to use a Wet n Wild glitter eyeshadow. But it didn't work out too well. This one is what I used in the beginning, and it just kind of pretty much put glitter all over my face. There was glitter everywhere. This is a cream eyeshadow, and it should have really packed in nicely and stayed put, but it did not. It was patchy and bald in some spots, and the more I tried to fix it, the more it just looked really horrible. The eyeshadows that I was using using the new palette that I just got from Makeup Revolution, and it's their Flawless Matte palette. It left my eyes looking really muddy, so I was like, no. I washed all that off and I started all over again, and this look here was created with my Jaclyn Hill palette completely. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. Be good to yourself and each other, ladies. Love you.